Oh my god. Wait, is this for real, Big Salt? I'm reading this title and there's no way this is for real. The title of the video is Legend of Zelda Glitch Runners Explained and Indicted. Huh? What does that mean? Indicted? Are we going to jail? Yeah, this game was never translated to Russian, unfortunately. This was before they were, like, actually good about localizing games. Like, I'm pretty sure this game only came out in, like, Japanese, English, French, and Spanish, I think. I'm pretty sure. Going to jail for speedrunning. I wonder if I can... I don't know. I wonder if I can figure out how to stream this video. Should we stream me watching this video? Spanish and German. Okay, so it's not French. It's Spanish, German, English, and Japanese. Just play it in the background. All right, hold on. I gotta plug my headphones into my computer real quick. There's no real visuals. Okay, cool. Ugh. All right, we did it. All right, let's listen. Oh, it's 40 minutes long. What is this? He goes on a rant. Yeah, obviously. All right, let me know if you guys can hear it, if I need to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, I want to lay this out here before we move on. I could go shitpost all over his, page. I might leave one comment, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Can you guys hear that? It's really quiet. Okay. Let me start it over. Okay, so for context, this guy, it looks like he's playing Dark Souls, I think it's Dark Souls. But he's just like in a menu. All right, can you hear it now?
I want to lay this out here before we move on. I could go shitpost all over his, page. I might leave one comment, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just say what I have to say here, and at least I got something to start with. No.
Still pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn it up a little bit more.
Speedrunning Zelda with just some glitches. Yeah, some glitches.
All right, how's that?
Did you find those glitches? No. Did you data mine those glitches? Did
That's
you
good.
download those glitches and then type them in like a fucking cheat? It's not a cheat code. I'm using items in, dude, buddy, it's a fucking cheat code. Just because the button looks like a fairy or a bomb, look, I can change the color of the thing. It's not a cheat anymore. So you cheated twice to cheat a third time to look more honest. Well, it's not really cheat. Yeah, that one's not really cheating, but...
What the fuck is this guy talking about? What? What is he talking about? I honestly, he's a legit maniac. What? Okay, whatever.
In the end, you beat the game in 4 minutes by teleporting through. Yeah. Beat or beat. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Beat your meat or something. At least get something done, boy. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I realize people still like speedrun Zelda the normal way. Yeah, you can also watch people play.
I'm not gonna show the video because he's literally just in a menu and I think Dark Souls. Like, he's not doing anything. He's not playing anything. And there's no like face cam or anything. Beat your meat. I like that. I like that.
Oh my god. Want to see who's got the newest world record for, oh my god. I know how this sounds. It's like, yeah, for one, why do I care so much? It's like, well, shit, man. We're here, oh, the classics that everyone loves. Why do you like this? Oh my god, I'm the best. I just cheated again. I can cheat faster than you. Literally, I can cheat faster than you. Holy fuck. Or, I know, yeah, some guy found a way to cheat faster. Who can email him first?
Well, okay, the name of the video is Legend of Zelda Glitch Runners Explained and Indicted. So, that's why I'm like, okay, we're going to jail.
Buddy, so, bro, you send it to me first. I don't know, man. Okay, I know this sounds crazy if you don't know what's up. Okay, you be the judge. Actually, yeah, I'd love a third-party opinion here. Even
okay.
If you like don't really play video games.
Is he talking to me?
Familiar. Oh, no,
I'll be the third party.
Judges should be as impartial as possible. If they happen to love Zelda, they're gonna be fucking, yeah, exactly. As far removed from someone who loves Zelda and is like has to be loyal to that fan base of fucking crazy cultists. I'm not saying you're all crazy if you like it, just goddamn. If you want, yeah, I don't know, I encourage you to watch my shit here on the cults surrounding the greatest, you know, fantasy epics of all time. It's a really, really kind of neat, you know, you can, a lot of community. It's got a community that'll fucking, oh my god.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, it is a community, yeah, community is groups of people, yeah, it sure is groups of people. Yeah, people.
Is this his manifesto?
It is people, it's, so yeah, anyway, what the fuck's going on? The short version is, yeah, people using like straight up cheat codes to speedrun games and being considered as actual records.
Right.
You know, normally I'd think people would just laugh at it and be like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. I can understand if you're just like fucking around with glitches. That's what I was saying before. I was like, you know, it's neat to see that glitch, but why don't you just fucking tell me you're fucking around with glitches and not like, post my big speed.
Hold on. Does this guy... What he just said was, why don't you tell me that that's what you're gonna do before you do it? Does this guy like not read like the titles of speedrun videos? Or what? Like, I'm actually, he's a maniac. He's a literal insane person. I don't know.
Run. Hey, you want to record your time, that's fine, but when you put it in big gold star letters right in front of the screen, yeah, why do you think people do that? To show it off, like, yeah, my 4-minute score, and no, yeah, oh, there wasn't a clear description.
What video is this guy talking about? What speedrun is this guy talking about?
I thought you said it was oh my god, bro. Yeah, well, you know, it's legal, yeah, I'm sure it is legal. Holy fuck, cheat codes are legal. I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting words in his mouth, whatever. Again, I'm not just gonna go shitpost all over his page. I'd rather make this and then I can leave a comment and fucking whatever. The video might not even be there by here again, yeah. I'm sure he's got other shit, or someone else will have the 2-minute fucking speed run. I don't know, it's just like, what the hell? I'm not even like a hardcore speedrunner guy. I've done like, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I'm a ranking fucking champion, but it's one game that I'm very familiar with, and fucking, yeah. So it was part of my childhood. I mean, yeah, it was the only game I had for a while, but no, I also did play the whole fucking thing a lot. And I don't know, I'm sure maybe he's beaten the game. I honestly don't know if he's beaten the whole game before. I mean, I'm not expecting him to, but it's like, holy fuck, you can do an any % speed run, dude. Like, it's fine to just run to the end of the game. When you glitch to the end of the, no, like, this, you're imposing a glitch with a button input, right?
Okay.
What do you think a cheat code is? See, here's the thing. Sorry, oh no, I'm not leaving it at that. Yeah, I'm addenduming. It hasn't passed. Technically, a cheat code is put there by the developers, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if I hack or mod it, it's not technically cheating.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, you could. You could wrap this around in circles and circles of semantics and this and that, and well, you originally accused, yeah, this could be a very complicated court case with George Costanza and the fucking Penske file. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Some subjective thing. I'll try to explain. There's a
George Costanza, huh?
Details for the court, man. The judge is waiting for this. Sorry for wasting your time, Your Honor. Okay, look at this. Yeah, they're clearly beating the game in 4 minutes. I'm sure you can see how fucking he's not the Flash. Okay, it's physically impossible.
Yeah,
he is breaking the laws of physics.
He's breaking the laws.
Yeah, those laws, the actual laws. Okay. I have a very short metaphor to begin. It's going to apply to what I'm going to say, and I hope I can explain the rest very quickly.
Okay.
I invented whatever. I have a generic brand of soda. I called it, Soda Pop. It's just the name of the, the beverage. It's called Soda Pop. It could be, green lime.
There's
whatever.
no way this is
Soda,
real,
really,
dude.
But that's the name of it.
I don't know if this
and
is
you
real.
Can call it soda and whatever. That would be a fair enough label for. Okay, sorry, that's it. It's just the fact that you can wrap a fucking label on something and then that's the name. Okay, so cheat codes, very same thing. The name of this drink is cheat codes. Literally, I wrapped a fucking label around it. Same thing. Yeah, technically cheat codes are put there by the developer. That's the same thing. There are cheat codes put there by the developer, and that label has been attached to that. When people, traditionally that's a cheat code on a Nintendo. Not all of them, actually. There are also glitch hack things on old Nintendo. No, I'm not hacking it with my computer. I guess, oh man. Yeah, glitch. There are things, there are glitches on the Nintendo, the old one. I'm sure you can imagine that. Or maybe not. I don't know if you ever played one. Watch, the Angry Video Game Nerd. He talks about some
He is
glitches
cheating in this
the
argument
game.
because I don't know where he started.
Yeah, we're not mocking the quality of the product. It was clearly ahead of its time, but
Okay,
simply
so
pointing out that glitches.
I think
exist
he's
in,
saying
any
that
of
cheat
these
codes
systems. Essentially any gaming system
and
has had some glitches.
glitches are the
including
same
the Nintendo
thing.
64. Now,
I think that's
Zelda
his
specifically,
manifesto.
Yeah, it's got some glitches in it. It's basically any fucking improper software interaction. The thing didn't render properly. Oh yeah, anything that doesn't work the way it should in the game. It can be basically. It's like a car breaks down, the wheel falls off your fucking car, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, right? But software. I don't relate it to any part of the software. Okay. That's probably a crude example, but yeah, if your car was a piece of software,
You can link the video in chat, Big Salt.
If your car was a piece of software,
right? I don't think you'll get
if the
shot.
wheel fell off your car, suddenly that software ain't working right. Whatever, the hardware ain't working right. You can say the same thing with software. It can not work right because a piece of it isn't going where it should be going. And it can happen for any number of reasons. I'm not an expert, but even experts don't know about every glitch for everything, right? It's like spelling mistakes or fucking I'm sure even a grandmaster.
Okay, have a good day, Flavor
every
Stubs.
spelling mistake in every book and every library, right? They're everywhere, and I'm sure the fucking Library of Congress has some spelling mistakes in it, right? Some glitches in those Windows servers. Yeah, it's like one spelling mistake in that fucking book in the top of that library rack. That could be the same thing. Anyway, yeah. So yes, there are cheat codes that are put there by developers for testing purposes, for, their own purposes generally. Although they have put them in their strategy guides, you know what I mean? They're magazines, and they have offered them to customers, by ordering their magazines and stuff. But they are essentially handing them over.
Same thing with glitches, I guess.
They're not being taken. And of course, the software is already in. They're not adding any new software. It's the same program. They're just saying, here's the codes we use to test the game, basically.
Okay, we get it. Oh my god.
Can be abused in games. There are even mechanisms within games that can be used to bypass portions of it. You've probably heard about the Mario warp whistle. Some people can use the warp whistle to beat the game very quickly.
Is that a cheat code?
The people who beat the game normally, and then you can also watch the people who warp there very fast. That's kind of the secondary one. It's pretty cool. Some people could use that warp whistle pretty damn quickly. All of this content was put here by the developer. Nothing has been added by anyone else. Now, moving on.
Okay.
As for The Legend of Zelda...
The
game runs pretty good. There's only a couple, glitches you would normally run across while playing the game. Usually graphical ones. Sometimes you'll enter an area and, you won't see all the textures immediately, or it takes a second for them to, you'll see it kind of load a section of it slightly after. Little graphical glitches like that. It's very common in a lot of games. And of course, this was one of the first, truly 3D polygon games ever. It's natural to expect a few of these graphical bugs. It would pretty much have been impossible to avoid some of them, basically. It'd be like asking Shakespeare to step up your game and do better, kind of. Yeah, you get it.
Oh my god. What?
I don't even mean to imply that the people who made the game are on par with Shakespeare. I simply mean that as an example of someone who should, could you write?
It sounds
better
like
than
you
he does?
did.
This is again writing, so we need one person to write this. Who's the best writer here? Yeah, that guy exactly. Do better. Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna fucking listen to you telling him to do better. He's already doing his best. No one else can do better that we know of. Someone potentially could someday in the future, but right now he's our best shot, right? Whatever. You get it.
What is he
So
talking
what I'm
about?
saying is, there's bound to be some mistakes. There's a fucking spelling mistakes in the Library of Congress. There's probably
Okay, all right. I gotta pause this video. He really lost me there for a second. Like, what on earth is he talking about the Library of Congress? Yeah, I'm watching the video. He's talking about Shakespeare and like, okay, so like he does this really fun thing that I like a lot, where he'll start making his point, and then he'll just switch gears to like way later in the argument, but we haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know what he's talking about. He's done that like 4 times, and I just get so lost as to what he's even talking about.
5 in the thousands of books there, or 6 maybe, yeah, right? There has to be. If there wasn't, that would be very unlikely. Much less likely than there being 4 or 5 or 10, right? Of the millions of letters. So it's pretty damn good, but there is always something, right? Not in every book, but it's like flipping a coin. Eventually you're gonna get heads or tails, right? 1 book, yeah, what are the chances? 10 books, what are the chances? 100,000 books, what are the chances of it not being there? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, those little spelling mistakes.
Anyway, all right.
Spelling mistake in that book out in the middle of nowhere. That technically is a glitch, but I don't know.
Oh, I understand what he's saying now. He's saying that spelling mistakes in books are glitches, and you can use them to speedrun reading them. Pretty sure that's what he's saying.
I can tell seems to be when you notice the glitch, because basically you won't notice most of these glitches. If it's one tiny letter to the side, I mean, it could cause a glitch, but it most likely wouldn't. This is the thing, you do run across this in many games. This is just one of them where, yeah, there are. You might be wondering how we know. Well, I'm sorry, this is all relevant coming into it. Like, yeah, which ones? Is at any part in the game, if you pass, you'll pass over like one letter that isn't in, one spelling mistake in a letter, but it won't cause a glitch. You won't notice anything wrong with the game you're playing. The point is, people have been data mining these games for a while. That just means downloading the whole thing into a computer and going through the book, going through the.
Oh, this is what you were talking about, Big Salt.
Mistakes. So I guess that could be a good thing. Like for one, if you were a developer, you could data mine your game and look through it and make sure there's no spelling mistakes, right?
Alex Jones, that is who he sounds like. Is Alex Jones.
Where they are, and then
that's
when you
100% true.
And say, there it is. And of course, it'd be like a computer scanning your whole fucking library. And yeah, I'm sure they have backups like
Man, now that you said that, I'm like,
had like a robot that could go
I can hear it so clearly.
Library of Congress and say, oh look, we found the one spelling mistake up here. That's basically what they're doing to the game. A copy of the game. They've copied it, into their computer, and then they send the computer robot scans the whole game in their computer and says, we found.
Wait. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. So, he's saying that we use programs to look through the game to find glitches? And that's kind of like looking through the Library of Congress for spelling mistakes. That's his analogy that he's making. Something that, as far as I know, nobody has ever done.
One spelling mistake. We found 2 spelling mistakes. So they have used, you know, external non-developer software, third-party software. Not, yeah. Nintendo's pretty clear that if you add extra software, they're not liable for shit. Anything that goes wrong is not their responsibility at this point.
The smug laugh, that's pretty good too. I like that.
Now, as far as I can tell in this situation, the original version of the game is still, you know, orthodox. It hasn't been tampered with. It's the original cartridge. You copied the files into the computer, then you modified those files. I mean, you gotta realize even using third-party software to go through it is, yeah, Nintendo isn't liable for what's in that computer. It's just whatever warranty or what, you know, whatever conditions they have on the cartridge is the same, but not the software in the, nothing that was put in your
Greg.
Dell computer. They're not responsible for what happens
He's
in your
the
computer. No,
Alex
they're not.
Jones of GDQ chatters.
Keep in mind that this entire process so far has been for the sole motive of beating the game in 4 minutes or 3 minutes or as fast as possible, basically. We're getting there, just keep that in mind.
Okay, we're getting there. Yes, I know, we're getting there. I'm ready.
Alright, so they are using this external third-party Dell software in their Dell computer with the copied, you know, Nintendo files all mangled together in a blender, and they are finding as many spelling mistakes as possible. Well, you know, eventually they'll find all the glitches in the game, even though most of these are things that you would never experience as glitches in the game. You know, no one has ever noticed these glitches. This game's been around a long time. A lot of people have played them and beat them and, you know, speedrun them by beating the entire game really quickly. It's really cool. You know, there's a lot of cool old videos like that that people used to watch.
Shit, my Dell computer. You can't see it.
Now,
it's not on
in some
cam,
cases,
so you can't see it.
They will discover
It's not here.
That they
This is a real
trigger,
speedrun.
You know, naturally within they can trigger it in the cartridge version of the game. It's like, now that I found that mistake in my index, you could say this copy is you also use it as an index, right? Yeah, again, you found the mistake in my little index, the one you copied, say, oh, okay, let's go back to the original cart, look at that same spot.
This video makes me want to cry.
And so with some of these, you can trigger them by doing things in the game. There, you can also essentially create your own cheat codes this way. You can alter almost any letter in there that you want. So yes, this same process can be used to create your own hacks, mods, cheats. This is the thing, remember the cheat code label? Keep in mind that everything on the cartridge was put there by the developer, right? Cheat codes are traditionally put there by the developer. Anything used in this manner on that cartridge satisfies the condition of being put there by the developer. So you could still call it a cheat code, whether it was a hack or a mod. Anything that wasn't intended by the original cartridge.
I need this guy to get his feet wet in glitchless discussions.
Modified third-party software. You may see where
I need this man to show up in the OOT Discord already.
Now, keep in mind that, yeah, again, the cartridge is still orthodox. It hasn't been altered yet. Everything on your computer is whatever's in there with your Pornhub and all that, and none of that's Nintendo's proper, you know.
Yeah, Pornhub on my Dell computer. I got it
I'm
downloaded.
not sure about the, you know, whether Nintendo would
right
have
next
any
to my
ownership
OOT
rights to
copy
of the original
and my
game
index.
in your computer, which could very well be exposed to internet traffic and all sorts of, you know, other third-party software.
Wait.
Anyway.
Wait. He just said something right there that didn't slip by me, and that's that he said that you can get a virus on your OOT copy because it's connected to the internet on my Dell computer right next to Pornhub.
Now, as far as I know, I'm not an expert in programming these Nintendo games.
No, I know.
I've played a lot of them, and as far, you know, I know a little bit about stuff with Windows. As far as I know, it would.
Yeah, Glanks infected my Wii that's not connected to anything with a virus.
You can do anything you want. You could change the entire game if you wanted to. Keep in mind, yes, the cartridge is still the original one, so I can't think of how you would use a new cheat code on the old cartridge, you know what I mean? This is like the update version. Oh, this one's not the update. Yeah, can you please update this version? Yeah, no. I also don't know if
KZ
you can
is the
update that cartridge.
antivirus.
There are plugs in the Nintendo 64 that can plug into your computer, and I honestly don't know what all of them do. I should probably look them up for my case here, but you know what? This is pre-trial. There's way more shit to go here if it gets real, right?
The violin
One way or
music
another, it
is so
you know,
funny.
I would think there must be a way to modify the software on that cartridge. I mean, the company
Hold
had
on,
to
let me-
create it first, right? You know, yeah, you can't take the plastic case off. That's not an armored, bulletproof case. You just need a screwdriver.
Let me mute the game.
And, you know, you can attach stuff. Yeah, third-party hardware. There are ways to change the software on that cartridge and plug it back into the system and use the modified third-party software that you've developed along with it, and it would still work on your TV. This entire process would take quite a long time and effort and energy and, you know, skills and resources, and the entire thing is still being done for the motive.
You're listening to it. This is how he came to his conclusion.
Approximately 4 minutes.
Well, he started it in like the middle of his manifesto. I have to assume eventually we're gonna get to the beginning, and then we're gonna figure out what he actually means by it.
Once you have completely, you know, scanned, mined the entire unorthodox copy of your software on your computer, and gained full access to the original hardware cartridge that I believe is protected by whatever...
I can
I'm sure
only
Nintendo's got
assume at
something.
some point
You
we're
can ask those
getting
guys.
to his argument.
All warranties are void. They have no responsibility for anything.
He's so
happening
obsessed with
the hardware at this
warranties.
point.
I don't get
All
it.
third-party hardware has been used.
He's
Third-party
brought up
software,
Nintendo warranties
Dell,
like
whatever your
4 or
laptop
5
or,
times
you know,
now.
computer is. I think the only thing that hasn't been altered is the N64 itself. And of course, the Nintendo 64 predates internal hard drives. It has no hard drive or internal like memory storage, so none of the game. It has RAM storage. That's different than ROM.
It's crazy how he
like,
gave himself
you know,
40
and
minutes for
long-term
this, and he
storage.
still
RAM
has
is
not
very
gotten
short, quick,
anywhere.
like, do the math, and then the answers are stored on the ROM. Yes, that's where the game would be stored, or any information would need to be stored for a long time. So none of the cartridge, nothing can be saved inside of the Nintendo 64. That's what I'm saying. No, the little pop-up red cartridge is RAM, not ROM. Random access memory is poof, come on, it's fast, it wants to get things done, and then what am I supposed to do with this answer? Nothing, okay, whatever. What in school, when you wrote down your answers and then the test's over, what do you do with that piece of paper? Do you keep it? No, you throw it in the garbage. That's what it does too. All that really means here is that there is something, something of a quarantine between the physical Nintendo 64. All the Nintendo 64 is doing is providing physical hardware support, the electricity.
Him trying to
wires,
talk faster to
all the
emulate how fast the
information is still
Nintendo
within
64
the
RAM
modified
goes
cartridge
is
and
very
Dell
funny.
computer, or whatever computer the person is using with all of their software. Now, once all this has been done,
He's making a good point. I
you
should be
could
drinking water.
Basically, copy the copy, your unorthodox copy on your computer. You can make as many copies as you want, and you can modify each copy in any way you want. So you can basically make different customized versions of the original. So let's say you created a list of mods or cheats. People do this in games. They mod all sorts of games. Skyrim gives you their own developer software that's certified by them that you can use to mod their own game. And it's been the secret of their success for almost a decade. People still download the new updates just for that. So you can see how that sort of content development, like, software has a purpose. So, I see. Of course, in this case, Nintendo has provided no such developer software.
Of course. That's why we had to cheat with our Dell computers to get it.
From this point, you can also take other Nintendo 64 cartridges, probably from less desirable games that no one wants to play. Find old sports games, NFL 99, some game that was 25 cents at the store. Take the same bulletproof armored sealed plastic case off with a little screwdriver. Use the same third-party attachments to put whatever you want on it. You can make your own make more Zeldas with any mods and cheats that you want. I have 10 copies of Zelda with 10 different versions with 10 different series of cheat codes that I created myself.
Oh.
And they are still cheat codes if they are using the original.
Okay. Okay. I think we've arrived at his point. 22 minutes into the video. He's saying that we're making new cartridges with cheats on them. By flashing them onto NFL cartridges for the Nintendo 64. I gotcha.
Developer software, the stuff from the developer, like in the original definition, where you're still using those same letters from the original cartridge.
I can't let you see my NBA
point,
Jam cartridge in my Nintendo 64 right now.
A lot more resources, and once again, this is still being done to speedrun the game as fast as possible. Now then, I'm not going to say who may be using these things because I don't honestly.
That's me.
I haven't walked into their house and looked. I don't have.
He's talking about me right now.
Obviously, but this demonstration I've given you can be recreated yourself if you want. Yes, it has been done. It can be done again. It is very much in the realm of probable science. You just need the hardware. You need a Nintendo 64, and you need as many NFL 99s as NBA 97s as you can find. Every one of those, it can be another Zelda that you created yourself with whatever codes you created yourself. It is possible. It is very it's the same process I just walked you through. So anyone doing this could do that very easily, and indistinguishable from one person doing it to the next. They would be in the.
So does this guy know that EverDrives exist? Doesn't he know it would be so much easier on an EverDrive to do this?
I've got a few things to say before we finish, but you've probably seen quite a few Zelda speedruns. 4 minutes, 6 minutes, people beating the game very, very quickly, using amazing hacks and cheats that have been recently discovered through data mining. Again, some of them could potentially be used, quote-unquote, naturally. Again, I found the glitch with the index, and then I went
100% no inputs. I never actually hold a controller when I'm speedrunning. The game is playing itself.
Another one, right? An orthodox, untampered version of Zelda. Let's say you were looking for more NFL 99s. Oh, look, Zelda, you found another original that hasn't been tampered. Okay, there's one that, yeah, there's another original. You could still use some of these, new glitches on there. So you could plug that into,
I don't know. He's got a real fixation. Once he says something one time on accident, he fixates on it, and he says it like 7 times in a row.
With the exact same result.
He's done it like 5 times now. He started talking about Seinfeld at one point.
They should all function in the exact same way.
And then he started talking about the Library of Congress.
Make sure you type in your password, nothing like that. Now, streaming video games is, of course, all the rage on YouTube. I'm sure you've seen it. A lot of people do this through websites like Twitch or directly through YouTube, streaming sites. You can link your system, your PlayStation 4, your new Xbox directly through your Twitch, through your TV. I could make some lewd jokes here, but I should keep it a little PG for the court, I suppose. Sorry about all the F-bombs. Yeah, the point is that you can, if you have a modern entertainment system as of the last decade, essentially, anything with HDMI ports and USB cables, universal serial bus cables, they're universal. You can link any of them.
Why did you say the whole thing?
Some TVs don't instantly respond to certain devices. Most mainstream. Like any new main console, like a PlayStation 4 or a new Xbox. Sorry, I don't know the 7.
I'm playing on a PS4 right now.
The new Xbox. Any of them will link into a normal new TV that was made in the last decade at least. I don't know exactly where that cutoff is. Any HDMI port flat screen TV, which, anyway.
Does he not
you
not
need
know
a
what
really old
HDMI
TV
stands
that
for?
to not work is what I'm saying.
He must not, or else he would have said the whole thing.
Most normal Windows laptops, same thing. You put the HDMI into the same kind of TV into your laptop. You should have the options to connect it very easily, unless of course your computer is 10, 20, 30 years old. I don't know how old exactly.
It's
like
an old Dell
before
computer.
Windows 7, I guess. That would
We've
be
already
as old as,
established
I would
this.
think. The point here is you can link. Assuming you
I don't think
have
it
all
has
of
an
this
HDMI
modern
port.
hardware with all these USB cables and HDMI compatible. It's not that. I don't know. Same cables, a couple HDMI's, a couple USBs. All your systems, your Xbox, your PlayStation, your laptop, can all be linked together through the same network into the same internet, sharing the same internet, all going at once. You could stream any of your systems and your laptop going all through your TV. Oh, I'm switching to this system. Wait, pause. Switch to my laptop. You could have it all going on your website if you wanted to. It would be taxing. I'm not sure if your
getting
computer
very
would be able
tired.
to handle it that well, but it is very much possible and plausible. You just need a good enough computer, basically. That would be your limit there. Good internet connection, obviously, too. If you have low bandwidth, then any streaming will be very difficult. I'm sure you are likely already know. But so that all I'm saying is it works the same way, whether the signal is coming in or coming out. If you're trying to watch a video, it'll be glitchy, if stuttering without the bandwidth. And same, if you're trying to stream your video out, it'll stutter with the low bandwidth. So if you got a good, new high-speed internet, that should be enough. And even if you have a bad computer, old computer, even if your computer ain't quite up to par with all these fancy new, gaming systems, you can just run the gaming systems without the computer. All I'm saying is you can attach them all together if you want, and then you can detach any one that you want. I could do the computer and the Xbox without the PlayStation. I'd probably take the computer away and just do those. You get the idea. It's all
Yeah, you need good
interchangeable
internet to
at any
stream.
time in real time while it's all going. Yeah, just there's no limitation apart from my hands. Yeah, I'm just making it as clear as possible.
Okay. This guy has no cam, by the
From
way.
this point, let's say you have your whole
So he's
massive
talking about his
hive mind
hands like we can
command
see
center
them,
linked
but
into
we
your
can't see
keyboard
them.
and controllers. Yeah, it's very plausible. I know how that sounds. Warp drive, Captain. Yeah, no, it's not that fast, but it's not quite warp
Define
drive,
behavior.
but
Thank you so much for the sub.
Holy crap, right? I'm just about finished here. I just also want to.
No, you're not. You got like 10 more
I
minutes.
know how crazy some of this seems to some people. I'll just clarify that the prices have sort of, the inflation. I'm not a marketing expert. I know a few things, but basically that inflation margin with all this crazy stuff has matched a lot of other things that we're used to, like buying phones and things with our car parts. And you used to need a lot of money for a really nice computer, right? Thousands of dollars.
I know
It's
a few
much
things.
more reasonable now. Each of these things
I'm no
is a few
expert.
$100.
I know a few things,
Together,
though.
yeah, it's a few $1,000, but it's within the range of an average paycheck these days. You don't need to be rich anymore, is what I'm saying. All right, so this should lead into my sort of closing statements here.
Okay.
And then, do one final statement and wrap this up.
All right,
So,
all right. He's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, a lot of people do gaming streaming. Technically, I'm not streaming live, but I suppose I am streaming on the site, right? I recorded this video with my own gameplay footage, with my own PlayStation.
He's saying
My
he's
setup isn't
putting
quite
his
as
closing
crazy as I
statements in.
described,
There's still
but it's the
13
same
more
type of
minutes in
thing.
this
I'm using
video.
the same cables, USBs, HDMI's, a little bit less than the fancy pants version, but hey, I like this one for now, and I'm just, waiting for that market drop.
Define behavior. Thank you for gifting a sub to Big Salt.
Yeah, I know a few little things, but not too much. So the point of this little segment here is that
Okay.
I don't know how many. I would presume that a majority.
And thank you for gifting a sub to
people
Greg.
who
Oh
do
my
a
god.
lot of streaming online, or most of what you're seeing on Twitch, and Twitch specifically, because it's all about the live streaming. Like you almost need not a special account, but a new account. If you're an average new user, all you can do is streaming. You can't post videos like you can on YouTube. So the point is, most of what you see on Twitch is not all live streaming, but that's the majority of all the hot new stuff. If you have a upgrade account, or
Oh my god,
loyalty,
Hecko.
you've been there a long time, you get the little
Echo, thank you for gifting a sub as well. You guys are being very nice right now.
upgrade from them.
You should
and
be
then
giving
can
this
start
guy the
posting
money.
videos. So that's it's not a impassable gate, but you must realize that's quite a gate from you know, YouTube, whereas YouTube, anyone can come in and start posting, you know, videos that they've recorded.
What is the point of
They're
this?
both
Oh my
legitimate.
god.
I'm just saying that when you look at what's on Twitch and when you look at what's on YouTube, most of what you're seeing on Twitch
I thought
is
this was the
live
closing
streaming,
argument.
people playing at that moment. Most of what you're seeing on YouTube, it has already been recorded, such as what I'm doing right now. You can watch streams on YouTube, but
He's
they're
doing
much
that thing
less,
again.
less proportionate to
Where
what you're seeing
he
right now.
talks like he already introduced what he's gonna
Both
tell
websites
us.
are probably the most popular of their variety. Like, you know, YouTube is still the most popular general streaming site.
What the frick? Define behavior. Thank you for gifting 10 subs. Oh my god. I love you very much. What the heck? You're so nice.
Twitch seems to have become the most popular gaming streaming site. Of course, people still post gaming videos.
Wow.
So I've stuck with YouTube just
Big
because
hearts.
I make kind of all different kinds of stuff. I've made mostly gaming videos, but I've made some music and things like that too. So I've just kept all that on YouTube for now. I do have a Twitch account, I just hardly use it. So all I'm saying is, yeah, you can use either one, blah blah blah, but it's generally like, I don't know, that when you hear about like gaming league tournaments and stuff, they usually play on Twitch because it's like it's sort of designed for like multiple people live streaming together, that kind of thing. I guess you can do that on YouTube. I haven't done it myself. You probably could, but I don't think it's optimized for it. It probably wouldn't be perfectly synchronized unless you all like had the same internet connection or something. Whereas, I don't know, Twitch has like servers for that, not servers, whatever, it's designed for that. You and 4, 5, 6 of your friends can all play the same game together live in one batch.
What is the point of this?
I've been
Oh
playing
my
video
god.
games for years, but I don't
Sure.
do a lot of online multiplayer or live streaming type stuff either. I do like recording videos like this. I do go on, you know, talk to people on forums about it and stuff from time to time. I'm, you know, loosely interact with this sort of community, but no, I'm not on these I'm not too familiar with the whole league championship type stuff. And of course, you could all do this through YouTube separately, right? If each of you
Is he
logged
gonna
into
start
the
talking
game
about
as
speedrun.com?
like, I'm
Is
logging
that
in
where
as
this is
myself,
going?
You could do it that way, but it's much less convenient. Like, it would basically take longer for, you know. I'm just explaining why people tend to prefer one or the other. It might sound like I'm like advertising it. Yeah, fair enough. You're free to, you can do it on either one. Like, if you're just doing it by yourself, sure, YouTube is just as good. It's, again, Twitch
He's a crazy person.
seems
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
enjoying it
optimized
though.
for this tournament multiplayer live streaming.
He's very
that
entertaining,
sort of
I'll give
thing.
him that.
Whereas YouTube is more just generally optimized.
He's really
for all
entertaining
types of
because
video,
I'm trying to
mainly
figure
for
out where
recording,
he's
but it
going.
can still do a good, you know, live thing.
He's
Seemingly
an
one
enigma as
video
far
at a
as
time.
what
You
his
can probably
point
open
is,
2 or 3, but
which I think
it's
is
all
very
good, but
fun.
You need a lot of internet, basically, more than a normal high speed, I think, after that. Normal high speed's probably good for one, maybe 2 streams. Anything past that is pushing, I think, a regular, you know, Shaw hookup. Unless you got more, yeah, give me the extra power, I think you'd need beyond that. Alright. Okay. I do have a, you know, closing statement here before I sign off. I think
He's lying again. He said he was gonna do a closing statement 4 minutes ago. There's still 6 minutes left in the video. He's lying.
thanks for watching and, you know, staying with the whole video here, and if you care so much too, if it concerns you in any way.
Yes, this whole video. Well, now he's
Basically.
sitting by a fireplace.
Yeah, a lot of people are, you know, trying to get that Zelda speed record. Last one's around 4 seconds. Can you beat Zelda in 3 seconds? Can you beat it in 2 seconds? I suppose the
Well, there is that-
possible record would be a Planck time. It's about a 6
A
billionth
pl-
of a second. So you could potentially beat the game in a
Well,
Planck time,
no,
I suppose.
he's actually
It
wrong
wouldn't-
about
you
that.
wouldn't know that. Your computer wouldn't know that. You need a computer from NASA and, so, you know, Stephen Hawking.
It would take at least as long as it takes the files
So, I
to
don't know,
load.
Atomic clock, yeah, from yeah, something like that. That's what you would need to measure that. Although it could potentially be done. I'm just saying that's the extreme extent if you wanted to take it right to the benchmark. If you did, you would need to, you know, discover new laws of physics to go beyond that. So I'm just, you know, drawing the very outer border of probability here. I don't doubt that people will continue to try to do this. In fact, people probably will continue trying to do this, or, you know, would,
Probably.
until someone does beat the game in 1/6 billionth of a second. It probably won't be too improbable to get one atomic clock just to be able to prove that. because it would be an unbeatable record, essentially. If you got that record, no one could ever beat it unless they broke the laws of physics, basically. You could essentially hold that record for the end of all time, the end of the universe.
So if he knows that you could just beat the game that fast,
when I was a kid.
Does it like not connect with him that there are more rules besides just hacking the game to make it get beaten that fast?
It was a good experience though. I enjoyed it. No, I wasn't rushing. I'd slow down to take time, look around, whatever. I saw some people beat the game pretty quick too. It was like 15 hours, like 12 hours. That was really impressive. If I can see someone beat the game.
This guy's bar is so low. Man, I'm impressed you beat this game in 12 hours. Oh my god, he's not impressed by the 7-minute any percent record, but he is impressed by his buddy's 15-hour playthrough. Done over 100 parts on YouTube and a Let's Play.
Game in a 6/1000th of a second, I think I'd be impressed. Well, actually, that's impossible. Your eyeballs wouldn't. Yeah, human eyeballs can't do that. So I mean,
wait.
Your eyeballs.
Hold on.
15 hours, like 12 hours. That was really impressive. If I can see someone beat the game in a 6/1000th of a second, I think I'd be impressed. Well, actually, that's impossible. Your eyeballs wouldn't. Yeah.
That's what I was saying, Katie. Is I need this guy to get into a glitchless discussion.
Cameras can do that. How would the clock know? Yeah, you'd have to rig up a really complicated system between your Nintendo 64 that was built in 1997 in Japan to the atomic clock in NASA, several hundred years in the future. It is possible, though.
Several hundred years? God damn, dude.
That Nintendo has some policies against third-party hardware being, so directly integrated into its, and Nintendo 64 system. So if you did that, I don't think you could use it for any legitimate purpose beyond that. Or, if you used it with the,
This is this guy's manifesto.
Not to mention that the electricity wouldn't even have time.
Yeah, there's only one atomic clock, and it's in NASA in a few hundred years from now.
So, someone has to figure out how many Planck seconds it's going to take with the shortest wires. That's what you would need. You would need to rig up a system where the electricity is traveling the shortest possible distance from the wires to the the console, the game. You could even modify the console, which,
You can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, at this point, I'm sure their lawyers are working on it, maybe. I don't know.
Their lawyers are doing it? I didn't know it was the Nintendo lawyers that were modding the NHL 99s this whole time.
As close together as possible with wires, gold wires that will transfer the electricity as fast as possible, with your TV integrated directly into the hardware in front of it, with the power supply right behind it. That would greatly decrease the amount of time, right? So that would be the, how fast you could.
Yeah, the gold wires will make the electricity go faster.
Then you would need to hook your atomic clock from NASA into this rig, again, with as, short of a distance of electricity travel, right? Everything has to be as short a distance as possible. So, once this system is set up, then you need to figure out how many Planck seconds that's going to take from your connection.
No, it's not an atomic clock, Greg. It's the atomic clock.
Will be considered the grandmaster of speedrunning The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It will prove that they have beaten the game.
Look here, Imaginary. If you're asking what is his point, you're asking the wrong question. The right question is, which Nintendo lawyer is going to get the atomic clock from NASA first?
Programs or inputs that are already put there by the developer. They often use them for testing, bug testing before they release, that sort of thing. Sometimes they'll even give you the cheat codes in a manual or something like that. You can download them on the internet, that sort of thing.
Yep.
And some people believe that any other method of modding or hacking the game is not technically cheating because it is not technically a cheat code. And you know what? Technically that may be true. Although I think what would be done through all this Nintendo hardware and software transfer through,
the Dell computers,
many different things, essentially
with Pornhub,
the fucking thing into a Frankenstein monster of fucking.
That wasn't a very good thing that he just
madness. Said. You could beat the game in 4 Planck seconds and be the master of the universe for the end of all time too, until the universe collapses. Yeah, I don't know. I remember playing this game when I was a kid. It was fun, but I mean, I don't know. I thought about playing it again for fun. I may someday too. Might even try to beat it as fast as I can. But you know, I used to think I was like kind of obsessed with this game too much. But this is just weird to me. I think Nintendo may know about this or not. I guess they're the only ones who I'm trying to reach out to here. I don't really care.
Is he calling Nintendo on us?
This game of yours that you created. I'm sorry, I don't remember that. The Shakiro. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try to guess your name, or that's just gonna be weird. The guy who made Zelda, Yoshi, I think that's his name. The green dinosaur in Mario. I know they named him after you. I think.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, someone's gonna recognize that. No, dude, your game is awesome, and this is how people speedrun your game now. So yeah, man. Keep it real, brah.
Okay. You needed the visual for the last part. Because he did an emote. When he said, keep it real, brah, he did an emote in the game that goes... Hello, jury. Okay, so he's telling Miyamoto on us. Actually, he is right. This is how people are speedrunning your game right now, with Pornhub, Dell computers, and NASA's atomic clock.